Talking Clemson football with Ryan Cantor from Shaking the Southland as the Tigers prepare for the other Tigers from the SEC, a team that they beat on the Plains last season. But we know what the storyline is and has been throughout the offseason with all the losses of personnel, especially the star players on offense. Your thoughts about maybe some guys that you saw in that we've talked about many times in terms of the recruiting process, in terms of guys that are on that second and third tier on the depth chart that now need to play and make impact plays, and what you saw out of a particular handful of players.
A lot of guys stood out. We're replacing Wayne Gallman, the running back. He's now in the New York Giants. And C.J. Fuller had been a backup. He was sufficient. Adam Troyce had been a backup. He was all right. And Feaster had kind of a nagging shoulder injury last year and wasn't that great. All three of them looked very good. They all looked good enough to start. Fuller started the game off with a long touchdown run. Feaster really showed his speed as he probably should have got caught and just burst past everyone for a long touchdown run of 47 yards. Travis Etienne, who's a true freshman out of Louisiana, was kind of a late recruit into the last recruiting class, looked really good. A lot of us thought he might redshirt given there's three guys ahead of him, but he is he's reminiscent of Wayne Gallman in the way he runs, kind of a violent runner, good burst. And he had a long 54-yard run. He looked very good. So it looks like Clemson at running back will be fine. And then a wide receiver, Clemson has plenty of depth, and that was on display. The other guy who I thought stood out, who was more of a question mark, was Milan Richard. He came into the game. He's a starting tight end, came in with one career reception for 9 yards. And he had a nice game. And seems like, he's not necessarily going to be a guy we go to a lot, but he picked up 70 yards receiving. Seems like he could be sufficient and won't be a weakness, and that's what we need. We really weren't sure. Garrett Williams was supposed to start towards ACL, so we lost Jordan Leggett to the Jets. Then we lost Garrett Williams to injury. So Milan Richard, we really need him to come through, and he seems like he's going to, so that's great.